Hi everyone. Today's daily wisdom concerns the other things that we discussed and how to use them. The objective essentially being denormalization. So there's a monopoly on violence, terror, and monsters and sex, essentially morphological expression, that sharing the same stage as our enemies, those who serve the state, cops, token or otherwise, is something that we can challenge in duality. And we do that through the scratching method. The scratching method essentially being ourselves. We exist in a public space, in spaces where we're not wanted, but also paradoxically sought out through the usual contradictions of capital and the state predation, state vampirism. We are both not allowed and expected to be found in places where we're not allowed, so that, according to capital, money can move through nature. And in order to gum up the machinery and move things in a better direction socially and materially, we have to reverse abjection. Abjection being to create a state of abnormality so that normality can exist. That's to further abjection. A study of repulsion. What is repulsive? And reversing that by existing as we are ourselves, trans people or otherwise, we can basically take these contradictions of the state, the monopolies, in duality, and foist them back on our attackers, hoisting them on their own petards. But to do that, we have to denormalize abjection as something to further to begin with. We have to denormalize what's happening to us mid-genocide. As the state tries to further genocide, which is just profit and productivity in action, we have to, by being ourselves, scratch others and get them to lower their masks. And that is a procedure unto itself that is, while important, not always pleasant. But we are denormalizing by virtue of that others around us who might otherwise try and downplay what's going on. I've had so many people tell me, oh, that's not genocide, he was just being rude, or otherwise refusing to look at the evidence I was providing, because it's easier to do that and ignore the oracle than it is to face the predation going on, to attack or shoot the messenger in Plato's cave, than to actually try and do anything with the shadows on the cave wall that might actually challenge the status quo. So, something to keep in mind.